You recording whenever you want to, then?
Over the past 5 years, the music industry has been going through some dramatic changes. The dawn of the digital age has had a huge impact on all aspects of the music industry. Musicians, retailers, producers, and distributors involved in the music business have to change the way they work to survive. But 33 billion downloads from one site in 1 month means that there is more music in the air than ever before. So it seems accessibility is a double-edged sword. I spent a day at Sound Studios and spoke to a number of people involved in different aspects of the industry, asking how these changes have affected them.
Well, in my opinion, music has always changed. It's cycled. You started out kind of with a Victrola with a big, the big RCA speaker on top and a needle, and you went from there to vinyl. You went from vinyl to cassettes. You went from cassettes to CDs, and now we're in a period of time where even CDs are being replaced by MP3 players, and I think it has to do with the whole growth.
The digital age that we're in now, by its very nature, people are able to access film and sound for nothing. They're able to take it. And all the young people around me, my own children, don't see the need to buy what we make anymore.
So do you think with the computers it's almost kind of robbing from musicians?
Yes, definitely. Them robbing from musicians. There's a lot of musicians that we know, good musicians out there doing some kind of work with that they're not supposed to be doing, because no more sessions is going on now.
So what kind of work are they having to do?
Well, all kind of thing that they're not really supposed, because they are musicians, but the machine retire them. What people get retired because of the machines?
We've now reached a stage where if I was to ask you to pay £10 for this or £12 for this, you'd say, what? Because you could come around and say, well, maybe I only like 4 songs, put them in your computer and copy them. Now that is basically why the record industry has collapsed.
Most people can download music for free if they want to. Do you know what I mean? It takes quite a big moral standpoint for you to be like, right, I'm not downloading for free, I'm just going to pay for everything.
The demand for CDs is very, very, very small now. The demand for vinyl is very, very specialist. And everybody's wondering how they can justify going into a studio and spending thousands of pounds making a new production.
The fact that you can record almost studio quality at home is killing studios. The number of big recording studios, big facilities that are shutting down continues to rise.
I think there was a concept, especially like in the 80s or late 80s, 90s, where people wanted to depend on record companies to do their thing for them, and forgot about the blood, sweat and tears of, if you study the Beatles or even Bob Marley and the Wailers, and they'll tell you stories that they had to go out there and do the School of Knocks. Go out there and work it yourself.
Now you no longer need a big investment from a big record company to make your music available to the audiences out there. And I think a lot of times it's not a matter of how many records you sell, it's more a matter of how many people actually know about the existence of your music.
You know, for artists like me, I can record an album at home, take it to a manufacturing company, get 1,000 copies made for, 400, 500, 600 quid, whatever, and then go and sell them on the street without a deal, without a distribution deal, without any of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? And then my markup on that is, it's like, 40, 50, 60p a unit. So even if you're selling your CDs for £1 each, you're still making a profit.
Well, put it this way, any real musicians you see out there who are of anything or of any substance, they're out there campaigning, they're out there working the music.
Any format is going to take a lot of work, it's going to take a lot of promotion, and it starts from the ground up. It starts from you having 10 fans, 100 fans, 1,000 fans, 10,000 fans, and 1 million fans. So at the end of the day, it's a lot of work whichever process you follow.
And promotion, as ever, is the key to anything. If people don't know something exists, how can they buy it? Promotion is king.
And you have to stay on top of current events to know how to package, how to market, and how to create a profile for yourself.
With the internet and the whole digital domain we've gone into now, it's actually you've got the tactics we can never employ before to promote. So people have, everybody can actually promote now.
We have these avenues like MySpace, which you can knock it here and there and whatever. But from a free agent or entrepreneur sort of perspective, it's good because we don't need record company no more.
It's free. Anyone that wants to set up a music page can set up a music page. And
from it, I've had collaborations with other musicians. I've gone to Belgrade, to former Yugoslavia, and done a gig through MySpace, via MySpace.
So I think it's creating an avenue for the talent once again to come to the top of the frame.
But at the same time, if everyone has that opportunity, then there's a level of how do you filter out the wheat from the chaff, what's good and what's bad.
Yeah man, we need record label like A New Sound and all them kind of label there, because I say, well, what like A New Sound, what we do? We see people with talent, we bring them in, we produce them, we help set them up, and yes, we must have a record label.
The fact is, any young person can make a song now in their house. It doesn't mean they're an artist. An artist is somebody who their work touches your soul, touches you spiritually. A great singer from Nina Simone to Joe Higgs, Bob Marley.
I think people want to know that the people that they're looking up to are actually worthy of being looked up to. Can they actually play? Can they actually sing? Can they actually dance?
And I think that, like anything, if people are determined and good enough, that the cream will rise and people will survive. And it's going to get more and more back to people doing live concerts who are good at doing gigs.
Live music, you play it live, directly live, see it. Until them go back to live music again, the whole thing mash up. And I lie.
People want to go to concerts, they want to go out, they would like to buy merchandise, they'd like to buy into an idea of something. So it's not all gloom and doom, but at the moment it's very, very hard just getting the remnants of what was to become something really exciting and interesting for the future.
I have no expectations. One thing I have learned with music is life. Life is impermanence. We have to accept the changes, and there is changes going on, and there's good things within the changes. That's the reality. It's not hindering.
It's arguable if you need a record label as such anymore. I think you almost need a company that is a combination of things. Perhaps an online shop, a unit of people that function at festivals selling their product live, an agency, a art gallery.
You see, it's just steps and steps approach to have life. Changes, accept the changes. Let's accept the changes. I accept the changes, but I can still deliver my music. I can still get to people. I have no problem with the changes.
I think it's going to be a time now where people are going to get together. People who are at university, colleges, who are studying, film, who are studying art, who are studying music. I think it will meet, and there could be a very, very creative future ahead. But perhaps it has to almost die before it's reborn again.